Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on my holy grail ride or die makeup products that I cannot live without. Some of them are more expensive, but they are definitely worth their money 100 times over because of how they perform on the face. So if you want to see products that I personally cannot live without in my daily makeup routine, then keep on watching, and please hit that subscribe button down below before you go. And like this video if you do enjoy it, and leave comments on other videos you'd like to see in the future because your feedback really is important to me. So I know what videos you like to see and what content I should record for you. Can we just take a moment to notice my super sparkly background? This glitter paint is life. Look at that glitter. Look at that glitter. Oh my god, it shows up so much more in person, but it's amazing. I love it. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is primers, and this one is definitely one of my absolute favorites. This is the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So I do have the box here, so I'm going to read the benefits of it. It says, it's for all skin types. It is rich in feel, but never greasy. This unique moisturizer creates the perfect base for flawless makeup application. Shea butter provides daily moisture and softens skin, while vitamins C and E help protect against environmental damage. With daily use, it makes skin look and feel its best. Dermatologist tested. Apply to clean skin morning and night. So you could really just use this as a moisturizer, but it's also made with priming the face in mind, so it's definitely a really great primer, and I feel like my foundation sits really nicely on top of it when I do use it. It's more of a cream. It's kind of thick. I have used this in a video before. It's got all sorts of vitamins in it, and it smells really citrusy, and I really don't like citrus scents, but this one is definitely one that I don't mind. So for eyes, my favorite primer is definitely the Wet n Wild Photofocus eyeshadow primer one. I have definitely used this in a few videos before too. It really sticks on the eyes really well, and today I actually put some on the back of my hand and I couldn't get it off for 20 minutes. It does have a little bit of a tint to it, but it's not like a color correcting kind of type. It's definitely not going to color correct and really conceal like the MAC paint pots will, but it is super, super, super affordable at the drugstore, so I mean, it's definitely worth it. Moving on to foundation, my favorite definitely has to be the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Your Skin But Better Cream. I have it in two shades. This one, the gigantic one that's bigger than my face, is medium, and this one is tan. This is their standard foundation size, and this is one that I got off of QVC. It was like a super size deal. If you are going to try IT Cosmetics, it's actually now sold at Sephora as well, but QVC usually has really good deals. Sometimes it can be sold with like a foundation brush and all sorts of other things, but I love, love, love this foundation. It definitely hydrates my skin even though I am oily, and it also has different benefits to it. The CC Plus stands for color correcting and full coverage, plus the anti-aging hydration serum, plus SPF 50 plus UVA and UVB. It's got broad spectrum physical sunscreen, it's chemical free and paraben free. It is super good for your skin on top of being a very full coverage foundation. I find that this doesn't cling to any dry patches on my face like some foundations do, like around my nose or sometimes between my eyebrows I get really dry. It's just super nice. It does have a very small range of colors, so I have both of these. In the summer I'm closer to the tan shade, while in the winter I'm more medium. So fall and spring I mix them together, I make my own little concoction. I actually forgot to grab my concealer, but my favorite one is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I don't use concealer every single day, that's probably why I forgot to grab it, but that one is definitely my favorite if I had to choose one. Now moving on to setting my foundation and concealer, I do love the RCMA No Color Powder for under my eyes. It's in this giant, weird container. It is very cheap for what the amount of product you get in here, but the packaging is definitely subpar. It's got this giant sifter on the top, which you really can't use for setting your face really, so I have to open the cap and I'll either pour some into it. It's the only good thing about it is that it's a pretty deep cap so you can pour some in, or I'll just take my beauty blender and dip it inside and get enough to just pat under my eyes. I have a very dry under eye area, so I do prefer to use this for that because it's very finely milled and it's super silky, so it doesn't make my eyes look super crepey and crusty underneath. I know it's disgusting, but we've all been there, girl. Now my favorite face powder. Lord knows that everyone talks about this. This is the Laura Mercier Loose Setting Powder in Translucent. This is the large one. This one has the beautiful sifter on the inside, which I do love. And it is definitely more geared towards oily skin, which I have. I'm very oily. So I like to use this to set my entire face while I use this one for under my eyes. because if I do use the Laura Mercier under my eyes, I find that it makes it super dry under there because I already have dry under eyes. But for oiliness, this is amazing. Amazing. Now for bronzer on the face, I do love my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is the older packaging. She did come out with a new one that you can get refillable pans for, but I haven't needed it yet. So when I do use this for bronzer, I'll usually mix the two lighter shades over here. I'll just dip my brush in them and dip across, or I'll just swipe them across it, to be honest. And I'll put this all over my cheek area and my temples and everything just to bronze up my whole face. And then sometimes I will take another brush and just dip it into this darker shade here, just to put at the bottom of my base so that it's nice and contoured. These two are definitely tied. I definitely love this more for bronzing because of the two lighter shades are more warm toned, while this palette, it's super gigantic. First off, like, I don't think I'll ever go through these two powders. This definitely has a darker powder and it's more cool tone for contouring. It's perfect. And the banana powder is also very yellow and it's very nice for highlighting the under eyes or like sweeping away bake. I do love to use it for that because I do prefer more yellow under eye than like white. So these two, both my favorite for contouring and bronzing. Moving on to blush, I do really enjoy my NYX Ombre blush. I'm not really a blush person, but if I do use blush, it's definitely this one. It's the NYX one in Mauve Me. It's a very cool tone and neutral shade that I feel like could go with any look. Very neutral and it's not too overpowering. And for highlight, it definitely has to be the BECCA highlighter, the Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. I have never hit pan on a makeup product before because I just have way too much, but this one, I am pretty damn close. This is my favorite highlighter, like, ever created on the face of this earth. I definitely picked up way too much there. I do not need that much. You cannot beat BECCA's highlighters. I don't care what anyone says, they have the best highlighter formula. Like, if I could just bathe in this, I probably would. I love you, BECCA. I love you. It gives such a nice glow to the skin, and I do feel like it's a pretty universal shade because it's not too warm or too cool. It's like right in the middle, and it's perfect shade. It is what I'm wearing today on my cheeks, and I just love it. Oh, it's my favorite highlighter ever made. For eyes, I could not choose between these two. I did count the other day, and I do believe I have around 30 something eyeshadow palettes. I know, it's disgusting, it's a problem, but I love eyeshadow and I love makeup in general. Be proud that I narrowed it down to 2. So first we got the Tartelette in Bloom palette, which I did film a tutorial using. Can we just say a silent prayer for this shattered shadow in here? I did drop this palette while I was filming that tutorial, and it broke. It broke. This palette smells so amazing. It smells just like the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes. It's like such nice, amazing cocoa. It smells like hot chocolate mix, actually. All right, I'm done smelling. First, I'm going to show you the gigantic mirror. Like, okay. So then we have all the shadows in here. They're very neutral and very everyday wear friendly. These ones up here are a little more red toned and can definitely complement pretty much any eye color very nicely. And the shimmers in this palette, they're so pigmented. And like, these are one swipe swatches with no primer or anything on my hands. Like, they are so reflective and amazing. And they are so smooth and they're not too dark. Like, these ones up here are perfect crease shades. These two right here on this side are really amazing. The other one that we have the tie with is the Modern Renaissance palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I didn't know that it had this amazing packaging. It's like velvet. It is so super soft, but I have been seeing a lot of people destroying them and getting them super dirty that way. So keep the box. Keep the box and store it in that. You do get a mirror in it. It's a little small, so I don't really like to use it for when I'm doing my makeup. You do get this dual-sided brush. I mean, it's all right, I guess. This is, I guess, for blending this side. And this one's more for detailed crease work. I'm not really that big of a fan. It's pretty scratchy and kind of irritates my eyes, so I just keep it to have with the palette, but I don't use it. But the shades, though, any warm tone palette lover's dream. When you see warm tone palettes, they're usually like reds and oranges and stuff, and this stuff definitely has it, but it also has these two beautiful, more pink shades, and I love them. This color right here, oh, I just destroyed it with my nail. Yay! The shade right here, Red Ochre, is my new favorite eyeshadow ever made. It's what's on my eyes today. Like, these shadows are just so pigmented. Like, I barely even touched the pans and this is what we got. It's crazy. It's crazy. Do I have you convinced yet? I think I do. The only downfall I have with this palette is that it has a lot of kickback when you dip your brush into it, meaning that when you dip your brush in, you get a lot of powder that pops up all over the pan. Like, let me see. Like, if I just put my brush in, you probably can't see it, but a lot of powder just got everywhere. So every single time you dip your brush in, you definitely have to like kick off the excess. I don't know if you can see all that powder everywhere in the air now, but every single time you dip, you gotta dip, tap anytime, because you will get so much fallout all under your eyes. The kickback and fallout is definitely the only downside I have with this palette, but I don't even care because of all the pigmentation and how amazingly easy it is to blend out. They're just so pigmented and super blendable, so I don't even mind the fact that I get fallout everywhere. Just keep in mind, if you do get this palette, to prime your eyes and do your eyes before the rest of your makeup, so that if you do get makeup all over, you can just wipe it away and it's no big thing. So moving on to eyeliners, I have 3 because I'm high maintenance and that's life. I did try this one out in one of my videos. This is one of those ones that you twist and pop out. Just gotta be careful because sometimes if you pull it out too much, you'll splatter the paint everywhere. But it's got this little brush tip on it and it's very flexible. It's like little tiny bristles. So this I love to do for my wing. I'll take the brush and I'll flick it out, flick it down, and I'm good to go. So I have this for my wing. It's very pigmented, super liquidy, but it does dry down super matte afterwards, and it's not shiny, which I definitely love because I hate shiny eyeliner. And then I have my Kat Von D Trooper liner. This is the waterproof one. There are 2 different kinds. One of them is a felt tip, and then there's this one, which is my favorite. I will line like around my lash line and everything with this. This liner is more of a brush tip. It's not the felt tip one. I did make the mistake once of getting the felt tip and I didn't really like it as much. I felt like it dried out super fast. This is the one that if you go into Sephora to buy it and you see the display, it's not with all the colored ones on the outside, it's the 2 in the middle. It's like I think there's a white one and a black one. But just to be sure, make sure you open it and check. This one is my favorite. I do not like the felt tip one though. And then my third eyeliner, which I'm sure you could have guessed because it's in all of my tutorials, is the Maybelline Unstoppable in the shade Onyx. It's just a regular crayon eyeliner, but I love this one. Love it. It stays in my waterline all day, and it's super pigmented, and it's very nice to get in the waterline and tight line and everything. Love this one. Now for eyebrows, of course, it's the Anastasia Brow Wiz in the shade Chocolate. I love this pencil because it's super tiny. It's got the product on one end and the spoolie on the other. For eyebrow products, definitely the spoolie is super important because you need it to blend out product and to comb through so your eyebrow hairs aren't all over the place. This one I find is nice and pigmented, but it's not too pigmented where it's super easy to go overboard like it is with the Anastasia Dip Brow. That one's if you want those super intense Sharpie eyebrows. That definitely works. I use it when I'm cleaning up my eyebrows and redoing them and everything. This is the best for daily use. I don't even need to completely fill in my brows. I'll just put a few strokes and use the spoolie and blend it out, and it's perfect, set for life. Next for eyebrows is the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. This is like hairspray, super intense for your eyebrows. It's a pretty thick spoolie, but since it's clear, I don't really worry about that. I'm not sure if tinted brow gel is that way. I do not like tinted brow gel with super big spoolies, but this one keeps my brows in place all day. All day. And now another product I felt like I needed to mention is the shocker Anastasia tweezers. These are the angled tweezers, and I do keep this on the little plug on it because I like to keep them nice and tight together all the time. But these are the best tweezers I've ever tried. I've bought a bunch from the drugstore. I didn't think it ever mattered what kind, what brand, because these were like $20, and I was like, who the hell in their right mind is going to spend $20 on tweezers? This girl is, because after she tried these, I'll never be using another tweezer again. They get all the hairs out super easy, super amazing. It's like first pull, they're gone. They're not like slipping out and everything. I struggle with ingrown hairs on my eyebrows. I don't know why. It's like pretty much every single eyebrow hair is ingrown because my eyebrows hate me. But this gets them out no problem. And I'm not ripping out my skin, bleeding all over the place like sometimes eyebrow places do. So I switched to doing it myself because of this baby. Lifesaver. Anastasia clearly has the brow game on lockdown. Now for mascara. My favorite mascara that I have found is the Marc Jacobs number 10 Velvet Noir mascara. It's got this gigantic hourglass shaped wand on it. It's kind of similar to the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced, and it is so volumizing. I have very long eyelashes, but I don't have many of them. So if I just use lengthening ones, it just looks like spikes. They're just ridiculous. But this is a very volumizing mascara, and sometimes it can get a little clumpy. I'll just use another wand to just wipe away the excess, but this is the best one for volumizing, I prefer. Just make sure you don't get super incredibly clumpy with it. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Now for lips. I have a bunch of things for lips. First off, my Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lip Scrub is out of this world. I have the spearmint flavor and it is amazing. I have tried the Lush ones, but I feel like they're super drying. But this one, first off, do we see how gigantic this is? Do we see how gigantic this is? Oh my god, it just smells so good. It smells like fresh gum. Oh my god, I love it. And they're vegan, so you can eat them after if you're a savage. It smells amazing. It gets away all of my dead skin cells on my lips, which is disgusting, but we all know you got it too, girl. This is definitely the best for prepping your lips, especially for liquid lipsticks, because they do enhance your lips. So if you have dry patches and like grossness on there, it will enhance it for sure. But this just takes it all away. And then after I'll use this, even though it is actually pretty moisturizing for a lip scrub, I do love to go in with my Peppermint Organic Lip Balm by Dr. Bronners. I found this at Harmon Face Values, and I haven't found it anywhere else since then. I think maybe Target might have it, because I do know that they sell Dr. Bronner's soap. But this is the best lip balm ever. Like, I love it. It's just basic lip balm. It smells like spearmint because clearly I enjoy spearmint. I don't like bubblegummy things and whatnot. But mint flavored anything, your girl wants it. This lip balm specifically is my favorite because I have tried different brands like Chapstick and Burt's Bees and everything, and I do believe they actually have ingredients in them that cause your lips to get chapped more. I forget what ingredient it is, but if you look it up, you can find out. A lot of companies do this, especially the EOS ones. The EOS lip balms are the most disgusting things ever created on this earth, and I hate them with a passion because it just destroyed my lips when I use them. Because they want you to get your lips chapped even more, so you're like, oh, I need more chapstick, need more chapstick. Keep applying it, reapplying it, and your lips are just destroyed. This one is USC Organic and non-GMO Project Verified. This one's amazing. It does not destroy my lips like other brands have. So this one, definitely check it out if you can find it. Now, it wouldn't be a lip product if you didn't have MAC in there. I also have two regular lipsticks from MAC. They are both matte shades. This one is pretty much everyone's favorite. Can you guess it? Velvet Teddy, baby. Velvet Teddy. Everyone loves this one. It's the best nude. It's like just such a basic nude for everyday wear. You don't even need a lip liner. Just pop this baby on. You're good to go. Good to go, girl. I love, love, love Velvet Teddy. It's super flattering for every skin tone, and I can use it on any day with any eye look ever, and it just looks so good. I love it. It's like a mauvey neutral pink shade. And then my next one by MAC is also matte, and this is the shade Really Me. Shocker, it's another nude, because I do not really like super out there lips. But this one is more cool toned. It's very similar to Cashmere, I believe it's called, by Lime Crime. If you do like Lime Crime lips, I know there's a lot of controversy with that brand, so don't hack me for it. It's more cool tone. It's kind of purple cool tone, while Velvet Teddy is more reddish pink mauvey cool tone, warm tone. So this one right here is Velvet Teddy, and this one is Really Me. They're both matte, and they're both by MAC. Now, as far as liquid lipsticks go, I definitely love, love, love my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks. They are definitely on the absolute top for my favorites, but I totally forgot to bring them over here, and I'm way too lazy to go back and get it. And I figured this one is definitely worth mentioning for those of you who are just starting to dip your little fingers into liquid lipsticks and you have super sensitive lips, because this one is not as drying. These are the Huda Beauty lipsticks. I only have one currently, but I do definitely intend to buy more. So they're very sleek. They feel like plastic, but they're like a frosted plastic. They're very beautiful. And it's got a doe foot applicator, and it smells, I don't know how to explain it. They smell really, really, really good, but they remind me of summer. Oh my god. Yes, they remind me of the Banana Boat tanning oil. That is spot on what it smells like, the Banana Boat tanning oil. It's super amazing. They are super, super liquidy. They are not thick whatsoever. And they're so opaque too. Like, look at that. One dip, one swipe. Super opaque, super liquidy, and they smell amazing. Banana Boat tanning oil. That's what it smells like. If you're not into such an intimidating darker shade, there are a bunch more shades on the Sephora website. Huda Beauty is now at Sephora. So now that we're done with the whole face, we are going to move on to setting spray. This one by Urban Decay. I know everyone likes the all-nighter, but since I'm an oily mess, I had to get the De-Slick setting spray. I do wish that they sold this in a package bundle for $39 like they do for the all-nighter setting spray, but this setting spray I do find prolongs my makeup wear and also helps control all of my oil. It's like oily mess up in this bitch, so this definitely helps. Obviously, MAC Fix Plus spray. This is amazing. I love the smell of it, and I just love how many uses you have for this. A bunch of people put it on their brushes to intensify shimmer shadows. You can spray your face to set your makeup. I don't think it's going to prolong it if you use this as a setting spray, but it will help mesh all the powders and liquids together and make it look very nice and smooth and sleek and like a very nice canvas rather than seeing like powder all over your face. So it's definitely good for that. You can prime your face with it. If at nighttime or throughout the day, if you're not wearing any makeup and you just feel dry and blah, I do like to just spray this on my face regularly if I feel dry anytime, like in the winter, I know what's coming up. Like I mentioned before, I do have very, very dry under eyes. So after I set my eyes and everything and put the powder, sometimes I will just spray, like try and concentrate it around like my eye area to just make that look way less crepey and cakey and gross, if you will, if that's the disgusting term you want to use. But it definitely does help make my powder blend better with my face and make it look not so powdery, if you will, and not like powder all over my face. So it definitely helps with that. Now for my absolute last item, this is totally unrelated, but it is a holy grail product. I discovered it this summer and I just fell in love with this specific one. So I went ham and I bought this giant jar. Like, this is as big as my face. To the product itself, this is the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil. It is the Ultra Hydrating Body Butter. This is 19 fluid ounce. Sometimes you can find these in the Sephora section when you're waiting online and they're like definitely significantly smaller. But this little baby right here, oh my god. This one is the Pure Vanilla Bean scent. I don't even have words for how much I love this product. Like, I just want to smell it all day, every single day. It smells like a super, super creamy milkshake. This is the best scent I've ever smelled in my life. In my life. The best scent. And it is such a nice formula. Like, it's super oily and hydrating, but like when you put it on your skin, it doesn't feel like, I mean, I took way too much, but it doesn't feel like greasy and disgusting. My favorite thing to do with this is put this all over my body first off. In the summer, especially after I tan, it definitely helps with peeling. I don't peel when I use this. I like lather my body up in it and I smell like heaven. Super, super hydrating. But my favorite way to use it in like the fall and winter time is I like to put it on my feet before I go to bed. Like lather them, soak them in so much of it, and put on some thick, thick socks. Sometimes I'll use my gel-lined socks that are specifically for dry skin, and I wake up and my feet are like baby bottom, super smooth. It's not hard to go overboard with this product. Keep in mind, it is very, very oily. It's whipped argan oil. I forget how shiny and hydrated my hands look now, but they don't feel gross and greasy. And that completes this video, guys. Thank you so, so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. I loved talking about all my holy grail items and why I love them so, so much because, you know, makeup's my favorite thing to talk about anyway. So please subscribe if you haven't already, and please give this video a big thumbs up so I know you enjoyed it and you like videos like these. And also feel free to leave comments down below on other things you'd like to see in the future, because I would really like to put out what you guys are interested in seeing, so let me know so I know what else you'd like me to film. Also in the comments, please let me know what your favorite products are. They could be holy grail of all time products. They could be ones you're just loving right now or you've been loving for the past few months. Anything, please let me know down below. I'm always down to try out new things because makeup is life and I love buying makeup. It's a sick disease, but I love it. So thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! It's amazing. Pretend I have my shit together. That gets me. Every single time I film, there's like one section of hair that really tries me. The whole video. I'm freezing! I'm freezing! My little shitty bun. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video on how to do a 10-minute no makeup look.